Welcome back friends. In the previous tutorial, we explained decision-making techniques in Python. In this tutorial, we will understand Python loops. Both Python loops and decision-making techniques are used very frequently by developers while writing a Python script. The flow of the programs written in any programming language is sequential by default. Sometimes we may need to alter the flow of the program. The execution of a specific code may need to be repeated several number of times. For this purpose, programming language provide various types of loops which are capable of repeating some specific code several number of times. In Python, we have two kinds of loops, for loop and while loop. Let us understand each of them one by one. This is the syntax of Python for loop. Statements or any logic. We iterate a variable in any predefined sequence, and for those many times we execute any logic or any piece of code. Do not forget to put colon at the end of first line of any loop in Python. Let's draw a flowchart to understand it better. In this flowchart, you can observe program enters into for loop with first element of the sequence. Then it checks whether this element is last element of the sequence. If yes, program control comes out of the for loop and code followed by the for loop is executed. But if it is not the last element of the sequence, program control goes inside body of the for loop and repeats this process iteratively until last element of the sequence is reached. Let's take a simple example and create a list of days of a week. Python list is a very important module which we will discuss later in detail. As of now, just consider it as a collection of some details here which are days of a week. Now let us write a for loop to iterate these days one by one. Here, the variable day is a dynamically created variable which will iterate over a complete list of days that you will see in the output if I run this code. I hope you would have got some idea of Python for loop. Now, let's take another example and try to print all single digit numbers using for loop. This for loop will fulfill our need. Here, this dynamically created variable number will iterate over this range of numbers from 0 to 10, excluding 10. Let me run this code. Here you can see that variable number fetches all values of the sequence one after another. I think this much of knowledge of Python for loop is sufficient for you to build any repetitive logic. If you practice it well, you can also write nested loops very easily. Nested loops are those loops where we write a loop inside another loop. Now let us talk about another Python loop which is while loop. The while loop is also known as a pre-tested loop. In general, it allows a part of the code to be executed as long as the given condition is true. You can consider it as a repeating if statement. The difference between for loop and while loop is that while loop is mostly used in cases where the number of iterations are not known in advance. For loop runs until last element of a fixed sequence is reached, but a while loop runs as long as the condition mentioned in the expression of while loop results into Boolean true. This is the general syntax of while loop. Expression. Here, expression represents condition to be tested within while loop, and statements are the piece of code which will execute continuously until the condition inside while loop fails. Let's understand while loop with its flow diagram as well. Program flow enters into while loop with some predefined condition. As long as the condition is true, code inside the while loop body is executed iteratively, and whenever the condition becomes false, program control jumps out of while loop and code followed by the while loop is executed. Let me comment this expression and write a simple logic to understand while loop. If I initialize a variable index with value 1 and write a while loop with a condition such that keep the loop running till the value of variable index does not go beyond 10. And put a print statement to display value of the variable index. And increase index by 1 every time the condition is true. If I execute this code, I get numbers from 1 to 10, which is right. As the value of variable index goes beyond 10, condition fails and loop breaks. One important thing to note here in while loop will go into infinite loop if the condition inside while loop expression is always true. Let's take this example. While true. Here, expression true inside while brackets represents that condition is always true. And if we run this code, we can see the program goes into infinite loop. So, while writing any while loop, we shall keep in mind this scenario that program should not enter into infinite loop. Let me stop the kernel to stop this loop. Now that we have understood Python loops, let us understand two very important Python keywords which we use very frequently while writing a Python loop. Break is one such keyword. Break is an important keyword in Python. We use this keyword while writing loops. Its work is to bring the control of the program out of the loop. Generally, we use break keyword to break flow of the program based on any condition. Let's take an example to understand how we use break keyword. If I initialize a string, say Python, and if I write a loop to extract all characters of this string before character O, which means I want to stop or break the loop the moment flow of the program reaches to character O. How can I do this? I shall put a condition with break statement like this. Now let me run this code. Here you can observe we have achieved what we sought for. For loop breaks when flow of the program reaches to character O. Because if condition inside for loop becomes true and break statement breaks the loop and throws program control out of the loop. That's why characters onwards character O are not displayed in the output. You shall keep in mind that the break statement breaks the loops one by one, which means in case of nested loops, it breaks the inner loop first and then proceeds to outer loops. So, what is your conclusion about break keyword? You can say that break keyword is used to abort the current execution and the control of the program goes to next line followed by the loop. Now let us discuss another important keyword which is continue keyword. As you now know that the break statement is used to bring control of the program out of the loop when we meet certain condition. Continue statement also does something like this but with a slight difference. The continue statement brings the control of the program to the beginning of the loop. Again, similar to break keyword, we use continue keyword to change flow of the program based on certain condition inside a loop. When given condition is met, the continue statement skips the remaining lines of code inside the loop and start with the next iteration. You can say if we want to skip some specific code when flow of the program reaches to a particular condition, then we can use continue keyword inside the loop along with that particular condition. Let us take an example to understand this keyword. Suppose I want to display counting from 1 to 10 excluding number 5. How I can do this? I shall write a loop to display numbers from 1 to 10, but loop should skip the print statement when iterating variable reaches to number 5. Right? Did you get the idea? So let us initialize a variable index with value 1 and write a for loop like this. Did you get what we have done here? We have declared a variable number which will iterate from 1 to 10, but as soon as the flow of the program reaches to number 5, the condition inside if statement will be validated to be true and continue statement will bring the flow of the program to the start of the loop without printing number 5. Now let's run this program to check whether we have done it correctly or not. Here you can see we have achieved what we were trying to do. By this exercise, you can also note the difference between these two keywords. Break is used to stop the flow of the program and it brings the control out of the loop. But continue statement simply skips the execution of a particular piece of code based on a condition and brings the flow of the program to the start of the loop. It does not skip loop as a whole like break keyword. Friends, now that we have covered Python loops and its two very important keywords, it's time to discuss a very easy but most frequently used Python module, that is Python string, which we will discuss in next tutorial. If you like this content, please like our tutorial and share it with your friends. Please subscribe our channel to be notified about our next tutorial.